Leimer. Kimmich has found Goretzka. Bayern a pairing here. That is stunning. But the whistle goes, and will Lennart Karl be denied? But will the goal stand?
Yeah, it was a fantastic pass here and just offside.
A very rare competitive defeat for Bayern. It's given away to Kimmich. Goretzka allowed to carry on by the referee. And the curling effort from Karl is fisted away by Nicolas, the save that... Bayern who have some big tests still to come. Well, that's clever, and that is absolutely wonderful from Luis Diaz. That's the quality they have. They can flick the switch, they can change the game. Because he could still get that single season Bundesliga scoring record set by Robert Lewandowski, 41, the magic mark. Here's Jackson, that's lovely, and Nicolas able to make the save. He did really well, doing anyway. Nice piece of play that from Jackson.
Well done here from Jackson.
Diaz. And it's opened up for Leimer. Breathing space for Bayern on the stroke of half-time. No Kane, no problem. Wriggle away and find the space. Kimmich. Leimer, he's already got one. Leimer! Why not?
They have been miserable in the last years. They dropped out against the third division, fourth division clubs, I think even, in recent years. And they haven't been in the final since 4 years or 5 years.
Oh, and might run for Jackson. There's Nicolas Jackson. And saved, but the referee points to the spot. Jackson got the shot away, denied by Nicolas. And the red card comes out. But Rocco writes he's going to pick up.
He looks nervous.
Musiala, can he squash the nerves? He can! After all of the dark days, all of the hard work, returning from injury, there is a reward for Jamal Musiala. 10 men struggling to close the distances, and it's another one. Nicolas Jackson with his first goal for Bayern since November. Rattled into him by... He's going to make way, and Wael Moya, just 17, will come on. He's very much an identity figure at Gladbach. He's Gladbach through and through. They will miss him next week. And a chance here off the post, and thrashed in, and history for Wael Moya. The first 17-year-old to score for Borussia Mönchengladbach. A slice of history for a proud football club.
Yeah, they lost concentration here for a second in a free kick, and then it was a good save from Ubich.
In the DFB Pokal next month. But it's a serene victory for Bayern München. Vincent Kompany able to rest and rotate. Harry Kane out injured, was not missed.
Matanovic with the first little bit of him for the game. Besta, Matanovic. No, 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 says the referee. There's lots of finger waving.
Let's have a look.
Matanovic for Günther. That's the chance they were waiting for. Loves to score, absolutely loves to score, but when you score the 105th goal of your career with a club, something that only one other person has managed, you can say, who was the man of the match? Will it be that man there who's just scored? Kofane scored against Hamburg midweek. Has he just put his name on the man of the match? Owen, who's an 18-year-old out of their youth squad. Oh, well left! Suzuki makes it 2-1. Another great piece of Freiburg team play, awareness. And this time, it's not Griffo via dead balls. Here is Suzuki again. Suzuki goes for goal, and that was on target. That was a... Now, can Leverkusen get back on level terms? Oh! Can they, and how? Alex Grimaldo with another Grimaldo special. It flew through the air with the greatest of ease. Alcofani, there's a big run. Terrier now. Terrier drills it past Atabolo, and for the first time in this game, Leverkusen go in front. End-to-end stuff. Both. Well, they've lost it. Suzuki. Mansambi, one of those languid runs of his, and then the shot just isn't on target. A point for themselves. They've certainly been worth it. Shahans, that's a decent ball, and that is a decent goal. Matthias Ginter makes it 3-3.
And keeps everybody on the pitch.
Toy. Taken down well, brilliant save, brilliant fall. The flag is up for offside. And he almost got a second one there.
Unbelievable scenes now, what we see here, Phil. It could have been, it is going to be checked, certainly. A great cross here, trouble inside the 6-yard box. Eggestein reacts quick.
Fans going crazy. They want it stopped, but they won't. Kwanzaa, can it be that Leverkusen steal all 3 points? Grimaldo just wide of the far post. Ginter's down, and he's not a player that goes down easily. Ogbu's in the way. It's all over. It's finished. A rather breathtaking Freiburg 3, Bayern Leverkusen 3.
Maxi Mittelstädt also new into the side to take. Strongly whipped in by Mittelstädt. It's still there. Dennis Undav. Can he turn? Finds Mittelstädt! For Champions League football, you can see it is a Champions League side's performance here. 71% possession. Here is Becker on that left-hand side. This has been a key battle today. Becker, lovely ball to Tietz! Oh, big save from Nubel. Long throw then, as we edge towards the break. Posch is under it. Becker lifts it in! Oh, wide open header! Didn't look like we'd get that in the opening stages of the first half. Nebel's corner, flicked on at the near post. Da Costa's under it. Jason Lee! And Mainz take the lead in the 39th minute through Jae-Sung Lee. And now the ball with Paul Nebel. Tietz and Becker with him. Who will he choose? Will he go alone? Goes to Becker! Well, he waited just a little bit too long there, Paul Nebel. This is hairy stuff. Philip Tietz has a golden opportunity, and Luka Hakes interrupts it. Paul Nebel is still there. He's got to make a decision here. Paul Nebel against the post. Oh my word! Unnecessary risk here. Hakes and Nubel not for the first time. Looking shaky, and Philip Tietz. My word, what an intervention from Luka Hakes. Jelch. Karazor. Und da flickt and a goal! There's the equaliser from Ermadin Demirovic, who has had a very quiet afternoon. But when you get him a chance, he's always good for it. on his 50th Bundesliga appearance for Stuttgart. The Meva Arena faithful. And now comes Stuttgart. Dennis Undav is bearing down on Daniel Batz's goal. Chased by Danny Da Costa. Undav! This game has been turned around in the matter of seconds. Stuttgart lead. For so long, Mainz were in control. Jason Lee, 3 players waiting on the sidelines. Urs Fischer waiting for these players to conjure something up. Nebel's cross onto the post. Oh, and Danny Da Costa crowns a fantastic performance with a goal. Mainz are back level. What a game we have on our hands here. We are over the time added on. Is there another chance here? No. Full time at the bottom and the top. Every point counts, and in the end, the extra.
Only half away, and the strike was really firm from Kermur. He says there was a handball in there. The right, naturally, you can see it there too. So he's tried to put his arm behind his back, but he's made that leaning motion to try and block it, and by doing that, he's diverted that ball to safety. All eyes and ears on Martin Petersen.
Überprüft wurde ein mögliches Handspiel. Nach Ansicht der Bilder liegt ein strafbares Handspiel vor. Finale Entscheidung, Strafstoß.
So it is a penalty to try and give Augsburg the lead. Will it be a captain's goal for Kevin Schlotterbeck? It won't. Saved by Van der Boorts. And a big opportunity missed by Augsburg. There are stereotypes for a reason. Space is opened up here. Cut back, big chance, and Fellhauer strikes. Well, they've been threatening to do that for the last few minutes. Spaces have been opening up on the counter. Into good delivery. Got a good delivery off the post. Castello Jr. denied. Fisted away by Darman. Here's Diamande, though. He does discomfort players. He's broken away. Diamande! This young man has become one of the great entertainers in the Bundesliga. And he has achieved that state. It's given away by Zeivalds. Rex Bajai can lead the charge. Reader. Oh, he slipped that through wonderfully. Big chance here! And off the post. So you get involved and have your say. Forward by Castello Jr. Here is Diamande. Diamande's delivery! Brilliant save by Darman. Had one of the 4 additional minutes. Castello Jr. Super ball. Raum. Oh, Darman only got a touch to it, and it's gone in. Disastrous for Augsburg. The ball driven across by Raum. The most dramatic of games, the most engaging of games. An own goal that decided it. David Raum's cross, touched onto Artur Chavez by Finn Darman. Chavez just couldn't get out of the way. But you look at the expected goals figures, they tell a story.
Lindström. Burga! Beaten away by Jorge Fernandez, and El Fadli with the high foot. And Wolfsburg with a penalty. Penalties that might just have earned Wolfsburg an early penalty here. 2-1 victory against St. Pauli. Now against Daniel Hoyer Fernandez. Eriksson gives Wolfsburg the lead. Eriksson had the composure to convert. And just like against St. Pauli, he puts it straight down the middle. Heidenheim's free kick is a wonderful delivery. It just needed a real touch, and it didn't get one from Luka Vuskovic, who has taken exception to the treatment from Koulirakis there. Checking it for a penalty, and while I think it's a hard argument to make, there is contact as Vuskovic looks to get. I don't think it's Koulirakis. He steps on the foot as well, Jens. Right there, on the ankle. Dr. Florian Exner is going to point to the spot. Well, he says it's a foul by number 5. I think it's number 15, but the decision is a penalty. Hamburg's main man this season, Luka Vuskovic, sneaks it past Grabara. Hamburger level. Situation scrapping for every inch. I tell you what, Ajete, that's a penalty. I was going to say, I kept eyes on the duel between Ajete and Vuskovic, and the referee did as well. That is simply very naive defending from Jonas Ajete. And Vuskovic makes the most of it, and for the 3rd time this... Jean-Luc Dompe shoulders the responsibility this time. Dompe against Grabara. Hamburg lead for the first time at the Volkswagen Arena. A relegation 6-pointer that has swung in the visitors' favour. Wolfsburg just can't get anything going. Vieira! Grabara with the touch over. Wolfsburg's relegation woes worsen. After dropping into the bottom 2 last weekend, they are stuck there at the end of Matchday 25.
Alexander Prass. Prass has Lonnie's touch. Prass goes again and scores a stunner. The ball bends away there. Traore move into 2 added minutes. It's Prass again. Prass, has he got the finish? Yes, he has. Here for Heidenheim. How close was it? Let's have a look here. This is the ball coming through now. That's close for me. This is Avdalal. Kramaric. The back heel now for Bazumana Toure. Toure, Avdalal opens up here. Avdalal shots. Aslani's finish. It's 3-0. Aslani plunders the 3rd goal today for Hoffenheim. So Hennes Behrens throws in here for Heidenheim. Behrens in, deep one. It's come a long way, that. And a goal back. The ball grabbed here by Luka Kerber. Luka Kerber from close range has the home team at least on the board with a goal back this afternoon. On here to Aaron Dinkchi. It'll break for Christian Conte! And hold your horses. It's a 1-goal game suddenly. Well, the bottom team were at 3-0 down, you felt.
Die Torerzielung wurde überprüft. Beim Pass nach rechts außen steht die Nummer 31 Heidenheim knapp im Abseits. Finale Entscheidung lautet indirekter Freistoß wegen Abseits.
Yeah, offside, no goal, free kick. It's on now for, again, the pace of Bazumana Toure here for Hoffenheim. It's Toure, angle is tight, and they're a tap in for Lemperle. It could be his first touch that's coming on there for Tim Lemperle to make it 4-1 for TSG Hoffenheim. And for Moritz Volz, the stand-in coach today. Behrens on the corner, and a goal back to make it 4-2. Well, a glancing blow beyond Baumann this time, and they've got a 2nd goal on the board now. I think maybe Luka Kerber is at the double here for Heidenheim.
Lempela's touch, now Demar bursting on. Demar, now Pras, who wants a hat-trick. Not yet. The full-time whistle as Hoffenheim further cement their place in the top three with, and it might vault today with coach Ilse unwell.
Lukas Kvasniok versus Niko Kovac. El Mala sending it over, that bouncing header from the youngster Niang in his first Bundesliga start.
That's a first challenge there for Gregor Kobel, and it was again that left wing.
Dortmund corner, 6 already for Köln. Rierson, strong header away there by Ache. Girassi looking for it, got the break of that one, Serhou Girassi, and he scored against one of his old clubs. Well, Köln will be very disappointed about that concession. Too many players standing stock still, and Serhou Girassi found himself in the right place to do a bit of damage. 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund in this Western duel.
Yeah, and this is what you get if you give away these counters or corners.
They have forged ahead. Niang to create the right angle for himself, the 19-year-old Julian Brandt. Faced by Van den Berg. Girassi, Svensson, and away by Lund, and it comes. Oh, it was packed with power from Girassi. Schwebe did his job.
And falls right in front of Girassi, who connects well with that ball, but a good save from Martin Schwebe. Suffered in the reverse fixture, as you mentioned.
That's been a problem for Köln. So many defensive injuries. Yellow card here.
It looks nasty from this angle. Really twist the ankle of Maxi Bayer. And there's another look at it. And the contact point.
Überprüft wurde ein Zweikampf mit der Nummer 22 von Köln. Nach Ansicht der Bilder liegt ein grobes Foulspiel vor. Offene Sohle von hinten in die Hacke. Meine finale Entscheidung. Die gelbe Karte wird zurückgenommen. Stattdessen rote Karte für grobes Foulspiel.
Red card. Köln trying to create a chance. Kaminski pulling it back. Plenty of yellow shirts were in there, but here they come again, Köln. Lund, speculative shot. Didn't really have enough on it.
Crisis for them as well, and we see how they're trying over that left wing with Mala now.
And Mala going one way then the other. Kaminski, Kobel with the save. Niang.
To look on the situation for Almala. First he stumbled a little over that ball, gets that ball to Kaminski, going forward for Borussia Dortmund in recent weeks.
Oh, Bayer, there's a slip there. And Bayer is able to take advantage and add to the Dortmund lead. Kraus.
Of a Dortmund defender, I think it was Tom Kraus, who tried to defend Maxi Bayer and then wasn't there after that given goal between Bayer and
Schlotterbeck. Good use of the ball. Jan Koto and Fabio Silva saved by Schwebe. And activity there for Neumann. Wasn't cleared away. Kaminski. Jakub Kaminski took a deflection, in it goes! And a goal for Köln. Well, there's still time. And Kaminski got himself into the right place. No clean sheet until the very end. In this Western duel, Dortmund come out on top, hanging on by the skin of their teeth near the end against 10 men. Kaminski's goal certainly made it interesting. Girassi and
In here by Sinani. Attack by Ando, and again, it breaks off the frame of the goal. That shot by Pereira Lage. Potential here. Sinani from range. Oh, he's hit the post. In their 24 matches before this one, here's Bauja for Eintracht. It's Bauja's shot, Vasil's parry, and Eric Smith's clearance. And Sinani, all rather tight here for him. It's Sinani still got the shot away, and it's held by Zetterer. Yeah. came with chances extremely scarce. In here by Shaibi. There's Burkhardt with a header. A simple catch at the end for Nikola Vasil. Fujita in stoppage time. His shot blocked. Might try again here against Collins. What can they fashion here? The deflected shot with one final Frankfurt corner. It's come a long, long way as well. And there the full-time whistle, so Eintracht couldn't break down St. Pauli. They get one more point nearer their prize of survival in the Bundesliga.
Milic got his head on it. That's exactly what he likes to do, and he was tugged over there. Referee's going to point to the spot. Of course he is. A clear penalty and a yellow card. There was no attempt. In his 50th Bundesliga game, Derek Köln gets a goal against his old team, and he's not holding back the celebrations. That's, I think, one of the other reasons why possibly he didn't mind celebrating, scoring against his old side.
That's a red card.
There's Jens Stay on the ground.
Yeah, that's a foul from Andres Schäfer. Andres
Schäfer. A lot of height on it. Kick it up. Stay. There's room. Oh, what a brilliantly hit goal. Olivier Demar scores his first goal of the season. He had one disallowed against Heidenheim last weekend, but that one will count. Huertas. Header from Stay, their first goal from a corner this season, puts Bremen in front. Jens Stay, top scorer.
Great delivery here. Good. Look how there's no one near Stay, and then the delivery is so good that he's got a clear header.
Bittencourt. How opportunistic was that? Marco Grull makes it 3. Romano Schmid gets involved as an assist. Number 7 comes along. Stay. He's had an excellent game. That's 4. First touch for Patrice Czovic.
Easy finish, but this here, Stay running deep, getting the ball to the touchline again, and then play from there. Nice.
A goal to make it 4. And a very, very relieved-looking bunch of Bremen fans. And, of course, goal difference might play a role, too. These are all the results from Matchday 25. Bayern 4-1 winners against Gladbach on Friday night. Freiburg, Leverkusen, great game that was, 3-3 point apiece. Mainz and Stuttgart, Mainz managed to come back and grab a point. Leipzig 2-1 winners against Augsburg. Wolfsburg, a battle for them. They are now firmly in that relegation struggle. Hamburg winners in that game. Heidenheim are looking very, very much in danger. Hoffenheim won there. Dortmund beat Köln. St. Pauli drew with Frankfurt. Union and Bremen we know all about. That means the table looks like this. Bayern with that 9-point lead on Dortmund, but it's Hoffenheim, Stuttgart, Leipzig, Leverkusen battling out for the Champions League places. Then 7th, which could be a place in the Europa League. Frankfurt, Freiburg, Augsburg, you might even say. Maybe even Hamburg. There's still a chance that Union could get into there, depending on how many games they win and how many of the other teams lose. That's the case at the bottom too. St. Pauli at the moment in the playoff spot. Wolfsburg and Heidenheim would be relegated if today was the end of the season, but it's not. There are still 9 games to go in the Bundesliga, and there are still many, many decisions to be made. From Thorsten Stuckmann and myself, Phil Bonney, thanks for joining us. Join us again next time for thrills, spills and action from the Bundesliga. Bye for now.